Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of White Album2. Let's continue, and it seems like Tomo is a meeting with Setsuna this time, so let's see. Is Tomo going to be our saving grail once again? Like I said about Tomo Kazusa, about whenever she still has feelings towards Kitahara-san, yeah.
だってさ、向こうは今をときめく人気ピアニストよ。学園祭のキーボード担当とはもう何もかも違うのよ。
すごく綺麗になってたよね。ピアノもずっと上手くなってるんだろうな。聞いてみたいんだけど。もう
そんな超有名人になっちゃったあの人がどうして未だに北原さん程度の
you know, old school love.
春樹くん程度の何なのかな。
Yeah, so it's like, do not slander my boyfriend.
別にけなしてるわけじゃないわよ。ただどんなに刹那が彼に傾倒してたとしても、あの人が一般人であることには変わりないじゃない。
それでも私にとっては特別すぎるんだよ。
We know.
今はいつもみたいに刹那
Even though your relationship seems to be very fragile.
ただ可能性を検証してるだけ。
You keep saying how much you love him and stuff. Haruki says how much he loves you, and yet it's kinda like a teen ice. It feels like a teen ice. Like, god damn it.
カズサにとっても特別すぎたんだよ。
でも今トーマカズサは5年前の彼女じゃないんだもの。
She's exactly the same as she
今の
used to
彼
be.
女はハードルが高すぎるわよ。
She didn't move on, she didn't change.
そんなのお互いの気持ち次第でどうにでも
ならないと思うけどな。特に向こう側の事情がそうはさせないでしょ。
カズサの事情？
彼女活動拠点がヨーロッパなんだし、コンサート終わったら
Pretty much, yeah.
向こうに帰るんでしょ。
カズサが向こうに行っちゃったの私のせいもあったんじゃないかな。
言い方良くないけど今が売り時なんだから、周囲のスタッフもそんな浮ついたこと認めるわけないでしょ。
でもカズサのお母さんそういうことにはオープンな人みたいだけど。
何より今彼女はマスコミに注目されてる。そう簡単に近づけるわけないよ。
春樹くんもマスコミなんだけど。
Yeah.
それもカズサ担当って言ってもいいくらいの。
Okay. You could even say, yep.
ああもう、ああ言えばこういううっとうしい。
だ
ったら北原さんの方はどうなのよ。そういうこと、
Okay.
できる人だと思う？
Nice.
春樹くん
Yeah, do you trust him? That's the question.
彼って普通に真面目な人じゃん。いい意味で常識やしがらみにとらわれる人じゃん。
He is! Yeah.
そのせいでもう一度振り向かせるのに苦労したけどね。昔の
Yeah, exactly.
大変だったけどね。
だからこそ今の自分の立場を捨てるようなこと、刹那を悲しませるようなこと絶対にしない人だと思う。
Hopefully. I mean, he seems like he wants to stick with Setsuna. But like, Kazusa is like still lingering there.
それは
まあ隠れて浮気くらいならありかもしんないけど。
Oof! Oof! Damn!
聞こえてるよ。
Damn!
さあどんなにトーマカズサが北原さんのことを好きでも、
やっぱりその可能性は否定しないんだね。
刹那が堅くなに否定しないからそれに合わせただけじゃない。
どうせめんどくさい女ですよ。すぐにうじうじして、
Okay.
昔のこと気にして。
Tomo is once again the MVP, it seems. She's going to like actually help Setsuna with everything here.
親友が5年ぶりに帰国してきたっていうのに連絡も取ろうとしない。素直に喜べない。
Yeah.
そんな嫌な女の子ですよーだ。
刹那、
やだもう自己嫌悪。こんなことじゃ余計に春樹くんに愛想つかされる。どうしよ
ねえそれならさ気晴らしに歌わない？
カラオケ？でも今はそんな気分じゃ。
そうじゃなくて ていうか、今まで散々ボイトレしてたのに、まだ歌えるか。
こんなの何時間やったって平気だけど。
Wow.
セツナって喉の強さに関しては完全。
別に下手な欲好きだよ。
But I'm bad at it? What the fuck are you talking about?
私一人で聞くなんてもったいないもん。ライブよ。久々にヘルプで出ない？気晴らしも兼ねてさ。
ライブ。
去年2度くらい参加したバンド覚えてる？ほら、アコースティック中心の結構古い曲を中心にやっ。
ああ、覚えてる。確かボーカルに固定メンバーがいなくって、いつもヘルプを探してる。
あとさ、やっとボーカルの新メンバーが入ったのよ。
へえ、よかったじゃない。
ところがその子がとんでもない球でドラムとベースを二股かけちゃって揉めた末に結局飛び出しちゃってさ。
Wow. Wow. That's... That sounds like you, isn't it? With the... with the music, like light music club that they had in the high school, right? Tomo, you kinda destroyed the band back then, yeah?
なんか昔どこかで聞いた状況だ。
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Thank you, sister, for realizing that too.
そんな状況で定期ライブが2週間後に迫ってて、今代わりのボーカルを探してる最中なんだって。そうセツナなら文句ないんだけどな。前のヘルプの時もみんな絶賛してたし。それに
2週間じゃ無理だよ。仕事があるからそんな期間じゃ合わせられない。
There's no way that my prediction of the three of them playing on the same stage is going to be real. Is that actually going to happen? Is like Haruki and Sesna going to join the concert? Is it like going to be like not just Kazusa concert? Is it like concert with like multiple people, but Kazusa is supposed to be like the main attraction basically there? I thought like this is like a concert, you know, just Kazusa is doing, but maybe it's just like, you know, one of the many like performances that's going to happen during the event basically.
了解。オッケーね。じゃあすぐに。
I thought it's going to be just Kazusa, like one concert for a few hours or something.
ちょっとトモ。
Nah.
あなた今私の。
聞いてた。合わせられるなら参加する気十分だってね。
Okay. God damn it.
向こうも背に腹は変えられないからさ。今からセツナの歌える曲を必死に練習するよ。それならちょっと練習すればなんとかなるでしょ。ケイちゃん、ビッグニュース。今度の日曜セツナ出られるよ。
Okay. Okay, so maybe Haruki is not going to be on the concert, but seems like Setsuna is going to sing and Kazusa going to have her own concert as well. Oh no, oh no, there's other possibility. We're going to have to choose. What if, oh my god, I just realized, like, because like both are concerts, I thought like the only like it would like take place in one place, I thought. So like multiple like during the event multiple concerts, that's why I thought like on the same stage. But not with like this like band that Setsuna is going to be involved in taking place in some different building basically. It's some secondary concert, like smaller thing that is like happening somewhere on the side, while Kazusa big event is happening in the main hall and stuff. And we're going to have to choose, either go to the concert that I wanted to go since Chiaki Road, since Mari Road, or I'm going to go to Setsuna concert. I wonder if that's going to be a choice. Well, we all know that I'm going to Setsuna. I refuse, okay. It's in the afternoon in the conference room. After a round bang on the desk, the room falls into silence. Now that there's only two of us in the vast conference room, an awkward tension hangs in the air. Okay, I did not thought about this situation. Because Haruki is part of the media now. he may actually get a mission, a job to do, and he would be sent to Kazusa concert to give interview and like record everything and stuff. So he would not be able to go to Setsuna concert. Ah, god damn it. But Haruki seems to refuse, so I think like this is about Kazusa concert. I think it's about this.
大丈夫ですか?
During that silence, Hamada-san holding his right hand in agony, trembling with tears in his eyes.
なんとかならないかな、北原。一応上司命令なんだけどな、これ。
はあ、すいません。
Perhaps it's because he's used to being angry, but his anger never lasts for very long. That can be seen as something both good and bad.
この仕事は編集部の期待も大きいしさ。お前にとってもステップアップのチャンスだろ？
確かにそうかもしれないですが。
Yeah, but yeah. Climbing the job ladder is not always worth it. Depending on what you have to do. But whenever he plans on forcing me on luring me into this job, I have no room to hesitate right now.
先週出た最新号のインタビュー記事が評判良くてな。何しろ今年一発目で去年のどの号よりも出たんだよ。ほら、社長賞の金一封だ。
Yeah, and of course you would like him to continue making interviews with Kazusa. What I received felt very light, both physically and mentally. On the brown envelope, the words President's Award were written with the ballpoint pen. I imagine that it contains Hamada's own pocket change.
まあ、旬の素材を取り上げた時点で勝ちは決まってたようなもんだけどな。アンサンブル
ですね。
With the concert held in Japan coming earlier than expected, they had no choice but to hand over the job to us. I was explaining the so-called President Award.
だから何としても恩返しをしないと。北原、お前だってそう思うだろ?
This is the plan, assembled chef, editor, and Hamada-san, along with Toma Yoko, decided over a drink. Are you serious? Toma Kazusa Japanese concert exclusive coverage. And I was there singled out to be in charge of this job, I knew it.
でも彼女はタレントじゃなくてピアニストですよ。しかもクラシックの。
なのに今はそこらの売れっ子タレントよりよっぽど世間の注目を集めてる。
だからって彼女の私生活は?
This is to say, what is being expected of me is to follow Toma Kazusa around every day until the concert gets comments out of her. Holy shit! And they count as photos of her. They want Haruki to be paparazzi. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. I'd be robbing her of any sense of privacy and sacrificing her own privacy in the process. Basically, what you'd expect from the tabloid journalists. Kazusa would be furious if she were to ever hear about
インタ
this.
ビューした時に感じたんですけど、彼女そういう風に周囲が騒ぐことについてかなりナーバスになってるんですよ。
And imagine like Haruki just stashing these photos before like you know giving it back to the Kaiosha editing department. Like he's just like making pictures and just storing the film in like his room or something, and then like Sesuna's going to just find like a bunch of like Kazusa pictures suddenly. That would create some questions. Unless we tell Setsuna actually beforehand. Like, hey, you know what? Unfortunately, I get this fucked up job. Yeah. So, basically, don't wait like before, and if something like that happens, just tell Setsuna that you have no choice, basically. Or you will get fired, or something like that. Like, communicate, Haruki, please. Do not go back to, like, you know, introduction chapter or, like, closing chapter especially. Communicate, goddammit.
そこを刺激しないように取材相手といい関係を築きつつ、しかもいい記事を書くのが作り手の腕の見せ所だろうが。
Yeah, positive relationship, that's hard to do. They are on the edge anyway.
そんなハードルの高い仕事。
お前ならできる。風岡チルドレンのお前なら。
Now, screaming the title, huh? It feels like I'm winding back to 2 years ago. The job that ended up being the result Sess and I broke up, and the reason we got back together.
あいつなら相手の心情と自分の仕事のどっちも取る。お前はその背中を見て育ったよな。
The problem is, she didn't have to interview anyone she's been in love with, and with who she betrayed someone else and stuff.
そこでマリさんの名前出すのは卑怯ですよ。
とにかく向こうの承諾は得てる。お前さえ OK なら絶対に反対なんかされないから。
Yeah, please do not agree on this, Haruki. Or if you agree, then talk to Setsuna about this beforehand.
冗談じゃない。そんなのは絶対にお断りだ。
Okay, and you disagree about what?
カズさん。
どうしてそんな話を受けてくるんだ。あんた私の親だろ。
今回の日本公演に関してはマネージャーも兼任してるつもりだけど。
Did you feel her in that Haruki is going to follow her and making like photographs and stuff? So it's not going to be like paparazzi per se, like he's not going to be hidden or anything and stalking her. He's just like going to walk around her and she's going to know it. Is that how it works?
ならなおさらだ。私はアイドルタレントじゃないんだぞ。
そんなようなものよ。今のトーマカズサってブランドはね。
そんなの知るか。私が望んだことじゃない。
だいたい何が嫌なの？私取材って大好きよ。世間の注目集めるのって快感じゃない？
私はそういう風に生まれつきずうずうしい変人じゃない。
Wow. You are weirdo, though.
ねえカズさ、あなたもいつまでも私に頼ってばかりじゃなくて、そろそろ独り立ちをね。
面白い冗談だ。私ほど親に投げっぱなされだった子供は
Yeah.
世間でも珍しいと思うぞ。
Of
今
course.
罪滅ぼししてるんじゃないの。これもあなたの社会復帰の一環だと思ってちょうだい。
Okay.
人を社会不適合者みたいに言うな。
I mean, you kinda, you are kinda.
違うって言うならもっと世間とうまく付き合ってよ。スタッフともファンともマスコミとも。ゆうべも記者を思いっきり睨みつけたんだって。記事にはなってないけど噂にはなってるわよ。
向こうが悪いんだ。どれだけシカとしても付きまとってくるから。
Okay.
少しくらい何かコメントしてあげれば相手だってそんなに追っかけてこないわよ。
Yeah, good point.
私はただ私に触ってほしくないだけだ。静かにピアノだけ弾けてればいいんだ。
Well, welcome in the world of celebrities.
ピアノ弾いてご飯食べてくつもりの人間が人と付き合わずに生きていくのは不可能よ。自分を売り込まないと誰もお金なんて払わない。
だからそれは母さんが。
ほら
Yeah,
あん
again,
たいつまで私のすねをかじるつもり？
that's why she told Kazusa to be independent.
とにかく密着取材なんて冗談じゃない。それだけは絶対に断らせてもらう。
担当がギター組んでも。
Especially then. Okay, maybe not.
俺
そうお前をわざわざ指名してきたんだ。取材相手からの一本釣りだぞ。
Interview. Oh,
新人にそんな風に声がか
so
かる。
Kazusa accepted this.
ビ
Okay.
ッグチャンスだろ。
Oh god. Now this is difficult. So Kazusa actually asked for Haruki to be the one that follows her and thinks, oh god, okay. Well, I guess we have no choice. But still, like, if we accept this, I want game to make Haruki go and talk to Setsuna about this first, before we start this job. We may accept this job, but for the God's sake, just talk to Setsuna. I beg of you, please.
でもそれって トーマカズサ本人の希望じゃないですよ。
いや、本人の希望じゃないのか？
それは。
That means that's why Hamada-san and the others were getting excited about this idea. Kazusa and I were arguing about the return to Japan.
そういえば、この前の出迎えも嫌がってたな。ひょっとしてインタビューの時、彼女に何か
別にそんなことは。
Nah, it's just difficult. The interview was the only thing that went smooth. The issue is everything else. That's why we decided not to see each other again.
とにかくうちにはお前しかいないんだ。能力的にもコネ的にも、ついでに人数的にも。
けど俺は。
It's not befitting for someone to let their private affairs influence their work, especially not for the newcomer. But there is one thing I absolutely can't compromise on. That is not hurt Setsuna any more than I already have. Even if it's just Kazusa and me in the same room without anything happening, I don't think Setsuna would be able to remain at ease. Yep, I'm 100% on this. I have enough confidence to believe that Setsuna loves me to that extent, because that's the extent I love her. That's why I thought I would have a choice here. No one wants that? Why? Oh, because Kazusa's like glaring at everyone, I guess.
けどさっき俺が断ったらこの。
そんな簡単に引き下がれるわけないだろう、俺たちが。それに、もしうちが降りたところで他者は、今より余計に取材合戦みたいなことになって、かえって彼女に迷惑がかかることにならないか？
まさか。
今朝、記者と揉めたらしいぞ。幸い大きな騒ぎにはなった。
That idiot. Be it someone she hates or not, she can't even act a little bit polite. Okay, I just realized that Haruki may agree on this. Like, I was like thinking like for reasons why Haruki may agree on this job, because he still can decline. And I was like wondering like, what would be the reason for him to actually agree on this? If he wants to be with Setsuna, and he actually wants to value the promise that he made with Kazusa that they will not meet again and stuff, why would he accept this job? And now I realize why. To protect her. Because if it's not him who's doing this job, then it's going to be someone else. And by knowing Kazusa, this whole thing may have terrible impact on her view, on her piano, on her public image, basically. Like, it can ruin her career if you think about this. If she's going to act selfish, basically, without Yoko helping out next to her in the interview. And Kazusa is just going to make everything difficult for herself. So Haruki may actually agree on this to protect her. No, she can't. She wouldn't be the Kazusa if I know she were capable of that. We may have to actually do this. But please talk to Setsuna about this, god damn it.
Okay. Okay.
But you are blushing.
あいつの名前を出せば私が喜ぶとでも思ったのか？残念だったな。
どっちにしろ劇的な反応するとは思ってたけど、想像通りだったわね。気づいてる？あなた来日してからずっと精神的に不安定なのよ。
Yeah.
時差ボケだ。
Sure, it's just like.
そのせいでピアノも荒れてる。正直今のままの状態じゃコンサートは心もとないわね。前評判が高い分、ちょっとでもふぬけた演奏したらあっという間に手のひらを返されるわよ。
それがなんだよ。それと取材がどうつながるんだよ。
取材だって捉えるとわからなくなっちゃうかもね。
私の機嫌を取りたかったら周囲の雑音をすべてシャットアウトした方が効果的だ。試してみればいい。
カズさん。
とにかく私はもうこれ以上誰の干渉も。
So she didn't actually agree on this. I thought like Kazusa actually agreed. Never mind. So this is how, like, these two conversations with Kazusa and Haruki happening simultaneously, actually. So Haruki and Hamada only assume that Kazusa agreed. In reality, it was just Yoko just making stuff up. Okay, and now she's trying to convince her, like, later. Okay. I got it now.
できるわけないでしょ、広報の立場としては。私は彼らとこれからも仲良くしていきたいの。
そんなの知るか。
まあ、とりあえず今日のところはここまでね。午後一杯用があるから。
どこ行くんだ。午後一杯って何時くらいまで。
だから何度も言うようだけどね。
二度と帰ってくるな。
Yeah, Kazusa is like a kid. Like, depend on her mother. But still, like, she didn't have mother for a long time because she's been abandoned basically by her at some point. So she's like really wanting this, like, to spend time with her and everything. Okay, so Setsuna's like on recording session or something, it seems. Okay, maybe not the recording session, but in the studio. Yeah, like to practice and stuff. God, I love Setsuna and see it like this. She looks so good in this.
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
おぎそちゃん久しぶり。ますます可愛さに磨きがかかっちゃってもう。
ありがとうございます。はい、これ差し入れです。
社交辞令の笑顔にもますます磨きがかかっちゃっても。
あれ、わかります？
Oh, I just realized she's at work. I forgot they have jobs now. We basically saw only Kazusa and Haruki doing their job for now. And Setsuna just in the beginning. I forgot. I thought like she's like on the like recording like for the whatever band there is. Okay, never mind. She's at her job at the sound company. Jesus. My bad, sorry.
そうやってだんだんピュアな心を失っていくんだよ。最初の頃は顔真っ赤に
Or maybe it is actually? Wait. It's been a while. Okay, I was just read. I'm confused. Also cute.
山口さんみたいに顔見るたびに言ってたらいい加減免疫もつきますって。
セリフも毎回ワンパターンで面白みに欠けるし。
お前らうるさい。あ、そういえばさ、おぎそちゃん久しぶりにやるんだって。
Yeah, about that. If you keep repeating the same phrase, it won't make any impact. Remember what I said about sorry? Yeah. I heard you were at it again for the first time in a while.
やるって？
三丁目のスタジオトロイで来週末にライブなんでしょ？
Oh, okay. So it is actually a job and the concert, something else.
やだ、どうして知ってるんですか？あんな小さなスタジオのマイナーな定期ライブの。
前から言ってるじゃん。俺おぎそちゃんの大ファンなんだって。だから君のことなら何でもさ。
Give me the three sizes.
リアルに弾かないでよ。
ドラムのさんっているじゃないですか。ほら、
Yeah. Correct response. Step back.
それでマスターから聞いたんだって。昨日からみんなに触れ回ってるよ。
聞いたって私が出ることを？
伝説の歌姫が1年ぶりにステージに上がるから。
Legendary songstress.
踊って見に来るようにって。
伝説なんてありません。単なるヘルプなんですから。
You are the legendary backup singer.
けどほら、
What about that?
ピリ書いてあるし、これ大量に出回ってるよ。
Yeah. For real.
他にもいろいろ聞いてるしね。おぎそ刹那伝説。大学祭ライブで動員記録作ったとか。
それは大学祭じゃなくて付属祭で。
Okay.
広報の採用面接なのにいきなり歌い出したとか。
それは趣味を聞かれたから。
それだけじゃないでしょ。プレゼンでも歌い出すって評判だよ。
それは
どんな曲なのって聞かれたから
Wow.
そういうのって普通デモ音源持ってかない？
忘れちゃったんですよ。けれど引き返してたら遅刻しちゃうし仕方なかったんですってば。
Wow, Setsuna.
そういう話
What the hell?
は一度や二度じゃなかったらね。
あれだよね。おぎそちゃんって北条出ててインテリっぽいけど基本は感性で生きてるよね。
それは一部に関しては否定できないかも。
そんな伝説の歌姫がなんで広報なんかやってんの？普通に歌手でデビューすればよかったのに。
だってプロになれる実力ないですから。あくまで趣味の範囲です。っていうか伝説の歌姫やめてください。
売れると思うんだけどな。
ぶっちゃけ歌以外だけでも。
否定できないな。正直おぎそちゃんって同性にものすごく慕われるかものすごく嫉妬されるタイプよね。
もとこさん勘弁してくださいよ。
So we're giving prizes to Setsuna this episode.
ああ、大丈夫大丈夫。私はあなたのこと大好きだから。大部分
しませんよ。できません。だって私本物の天才知ってますから。
Oh yeah, you know the true geniuses,
私なん
huh?
かが音楽の道に進むなんて。
I bet she's thinking about Kazusa right now.
興味あるね。伝説の歌姫に音楽の道を諦めさせた天才。
いや
プロどころか。
北見さん入りました。
よし。さあじゃあ今日も気合い入れていこうか。
Okay.
それじゃあ皆さん
お願いします。
Are we going to have a song from Setsuna? First time in
お
CODA?
願いします。
Are we? Are we? Or not?
何かも。
Are we or not? You going to record your singing or you're just going to help with sound in general? And... Nope, she's just helping out, I think. Oh, never mind! Ah, god damn it. Guess we're going to have to wait. Okay, there we go, Kazusa. So we're gonna have to wait to hear Cessna singing first time in CODA, I think. But now back for to Kazusa.
75点。1000点満
Oh
点で。
jeez. What the hell?
なら拍手はやめろ。やみったらしい。ここまで気合の入ってない演奏なんて狙ってできるものじゃないからね。ある
Damn!
意味感動したわ。
Jesus, she's so savage.
カズさ、あなたまた夕べも寝てないでしょう。食事もほとんど残してるし。いい加減時差ボケの言い訳も苦しいわよ。うるさいな。一体どうしちゃったのとか聞かないわよ。心当たりがないとは思って。
あるよ。この国の何もかもが。
まあそう思い込むのも自由だけどね。でもあなた、
あの頃はここしか生きる場所がなかった。だから会わないってことすらわからなかった。今は違う。ここは私の生きる場所じゃない。
それでもあなたが決めたのよ。日本に来るって。
わかってるよ。だからさっさと引いてさっさと帰るんだ。
けれど今のままじゃとても聞かせてあげられるってレベルじゃないわね。
これからだよ。まだコンサートまでは時間がある。ゆっくり作り込んでいく。
私もそうであってほしいって祈ってるわ。娘が同胞に失望されるのは見るに忍びないからね。
集中したい。出てってくれないか。
分かったわ。せいぜい頑張りなさい。せめて素人はごまかせるくらい、ね。
Enough to sound impressive to amateurs, Jesus.
余計なお世話だ。
あ、そうそう。私今夜は用事があるからホテルに帰らないわよ。多分携帯も切ってるから。
Okay.
またかよ。日本に来てから遊び回ってばかりだな。
Yep, she's basically cutting off herself from you once again, but this time not because she's abandoning you, but because she wants you to grow, basically.
何しろ一月以上の長期滞
To
在
stop being dependent on Yoko with
今
everything.
のうちにたっぷり休校を温めておかないと。
元気なことで何よりだ。
私はあなたと違って友達多いからね。
Ouch.
男も多いけどな。
あなたと違って割り切る。
Damn.
売りそうね。
I love Yoko.
ちゃんとあったかくして寝るのよ。
Holy crap.
眠れなくても横になって目を閉じるだけはしなさい。
母親みたいなこと言うな。
そうね。それじゃ
Damn.
気合い入れろよ。何やってんだよ、私。
Okay, there's a car.
お客さんお客さん
Okay.
何
Okay. Where did you drive in the taxi? Also, is it just me or her hands are like extremely small in comparison to her body? Is it weird proportion? Actually, maybe it's normal. I don't know. Huh. I don't know, it kind of feels weird.
着きましたよ。御宿インペリアルホテル。
Maybe just angle.
大丈夫ですか？なんか顔色悪いですけど。
いや、大丈夫。体が熱いのに寒気がするだ。
それ全然大丈夫じゃないですよ。なんなら
ホテルに着いたし大丈夫。
Okay.
いえ、そんな。あれ？そういえばお客さん
Don't worry about that.
で、いくら？
Yeah. Just leave.
すいません。東宝出版シャンディ編集部の板倉と申しますが。
Of course, they already spotted her. How will you react, Kazusa? As your old usual self, or are you actually gonna give some words to the journalist? As the proper celebrity that you are right now. In Japan, at least. Because you didn't make like extremely big impact outside, I think, right? They mentioned.
東間和沙さんですよね。
Yeah, she looks pissed already. Nope, she's gonna just ignore.
疲
Okay.
れてますから。
ほんの2、3分でいいんです。お手間取らせません。
ですから疲れてるって。
それ毎日言ってるじゃないですか。いい加減少しくらい相手してくださいよ。それじゃあ始めさせてください
She's going to blow.
よろしくお願いします。
Oh no.
実はですね、
Okay.
今回はピアノとは切り口を変えてトーマさんのファッションについてお聞きしたいんですよ。
Okay. I thought like she's going to just say like leave me alone or something. Okay, never mind.
は？
トーマさんの長くて綺麗な黒髪と溶け合うような黒を基調にしたシックな装いがですね、
Agree.
同年代の女性の間で話題になっていまして、
いや、何言ってんだあんた。
それで普段愛用しているブランドとかコーディネートのポイントとかお化粧のコツとか思いつくままに話してくれればいい
She
んです。
just cannot fathom that people want to know everything about her. Like she thought like everyone's going to just talk about her piano. Well, of course, like they're going to ask about everything.
意味がわからない。何の取材なんだこれ。
ああ、それと後日正式に依頼に上がりますが、写真撮影の方もよろしくお願いしますね。来月号の衣装の方は自分のお気に入りを持参していただいても、こちらでコーディネートする形でもどちらでも結構です。話の腰を折ってしまいすみません。
なあ。
はい、何でしょうか。本当もうざっくばらんでいきましょう。
やっぱり今日は勘弁してくれ。本当に
それじゃあ立ち話もなんですからホテルの喫茶室にでも、ああ、それともお食事がまだでしたら
Okay, never mind. She will blow.
の方がいいかしら。ああ、お気になさらないでください。もちろん費用は返信。
Ooh.
触るな。
Yep, don't touch me. Exactly the same thing that was like with Haruki in the beginning.
はい。
私に
触るな。
Yep, there's the bad image here.
何をなさ。
いや、
Yeah, that's going to be in newspapers all over the place
いくらなんでも
tomorrow.
ひどすぎますよ。いた。やっていいことと悪いことがありますよ。いくらこちらの方が立場が
Yep,
弱いから。
it's going to be in the article.
ちょ
It's going to be in the article.
っと逃げるなんて卑怯ですよ。それとバッグ
Oh no!
落としても
Oh no! What's in the bag? Oh god, what kind of things she's going to find in the bag? She's so going to browse it to find some like juicy info. Oh, she's so going to browse it. Oh god.
こんな目に遭わなくちゃならないんだ。全部あいつのせいだ。
Yeah, of course you blame Haruki for that. Wait, did we had like animated rain before? What is new? Anyway. Once I leave the Kaiosha building, I notice the ground is wet. According to the weather forecasts, it will either rain or snow tonight, but it seems like the weather itself is doing its best to contradict that. It is raining though. The raindrops that fall upon my face are painfully cold. This is sleet. Oh, okay. People with umbrellas wear sullen expressions as they walk about the free streets with a quicker pace. The sleet means they need to cover off umbrellas unlike on regular snowy days, though they're still vulnerable to slipping on the snow underfoot. I stare absent-mindedly at the scenery for a while, but it seems like the sleet isn't going to weaken anytime soon, let alone subside completely. While I'm at it, I thought that going back to the third floor to retrieve my foldable umbrella was too much trouble. Even so, trying to endure the current situation without doing anything isn't going to get me anywhere, so I had no choice but to sluggishly go back. If this were a usual Friday, I would have dashed to the station before I could even dawdle or hesitate about something like this. Yeah, meeting with Setsuna, right? After all, this were a usual Friday. I would have been much more motivated to return to my apartment. I'm so caught up in these pointless thoughts that I hardly press the answer button on my cell phone without even checking the caller. I believed it to be Setsuna.
もしもし
Oh god, Kazusa called him.
もしもし
Ooh. No way. Almost as if ridiculing my enthusiasm. Rather than a laugh, all I can hear from the other side of the line is the sound of the city streets, just like the sound coming from the end of the line. Yeah, like she still remembers his phone number, holy shit. After so many years.
どなたですか
And Haruki still didn't change his number. I mean, I also didn't change number for like years now, I think, yeah. Yeah, that's actually an interesting point. When did you change your phone number last time? Do you remember even? Huh. I don't remember, to be honest. After that, I finally checked the number on the display. This place says it's the payphone. Oh, okay. Something I haven't seen on the cellular screen in a few years.
もしもし刹那
Oof. Oof. Yep, first person in mind comes Setsuna, and Kazusa on the other side. Ah. I mean, that's expected answer from Haruki, I guess, to say Setsuna. Like, he's trying not to, like, think that's Kazusa and stuff, like, they promised to not meet again and stuff. He did not expect her to call him, actually. But it's weird, for if Setsuna would be, like, calling from the payphone. But hey, she could, like, lose her phone or something, so, yeah. The reason I asked that name first was for safety. Because had I uttered the name of the person I most suspect and been wrong, yep, there's no telling what would happen. That's actually a very good point. That actually is a very good point and safe strategy. Okay, So you do realize that it could be Kazusa. Okay, I did not thought about this actually. Even as I'm receiving a silent call, overwhelmed with impatience and unease, I still find myself acting in the sly and cool-headed manner, which makes me dislike myself even more.
何やってんだよ、もう会うこともないって言ったのお前だろ。
Yeah.
どうしてかけてくるんだよ。
My voice is shaking terribly, but not from the cold.
近づかないんじゃなかったのかよ。昔のお前を知ってる俺には。
近づいてないだろう。ただ
Just want to hear your voice, huh? Oh my god, this is what like they were doing with Setsu and Haruki for a while before like they get back together, just having phone calls and stuff. God damn it.
同じことだろ、バカ。
Yeah.
っていうの。私のこと。
Nobody treats you like that. You think that you live in some kind of illusion, Kazusa.
何しにかけてきたんだよ、カズさん。お前、俺をこんなに悩ませて楽しいか。
Oof. Oof. Okay. Okay, Haruki, I see. No, no.
何も聞かずにいきなりそれかよ。
I mean, it is pretty fucked up.
ないんだな、お前。
From their perspective, you know.
ああ、はいはい。悪かったな。で、なんだ
I actually like that Haruki is more composed than I expected. I actually like that. I never wanted to talk to her in this way. Even if I'm to tell her these things, I wanted to do it in a very different way.
で、身近にまとめると。たった一言で。
Of course.
消えちまえ、このバカ。
I mean, you are the one who came here and called me.
バカって言うなよ。俺のこと、そういう風に扱うな。
What's the matter, Kazusa? Is there something you want to talk about?
最低だよ、お前。もういい。
そっか。
Oof!
じゃあな。
Just instant cut, holy crap. But right now now that I have promised Cessna, I'll be waiting for her.
ましたな。もう会わないだけじゃなく、二度と電話もしない。
This is really sad and suck, but if that actually would be the truth, that's not going to happen. Like, it's so going to meet like at the concert or call or something, 100%. But like, as much as it hurts me, that would be for the better. If like that would be like their last call basically and stuff. Like, there's like, even though like Kazusa is very important for Sess and Haruki, it's not going to work the three of them together again. Ever. I don't think so. Like, basically, yeah, she have to disappear if he wants to have a happy life with Setsuna. Ah, the suck.
じゃあ、
今、どこにいる？
No, no. Yet why I'm afraid of crossing the line at the very end. No, what I'm doing is crossing the line.
わからない。ここ。
俺にはお前が何を言ってんだかわからないよ。
And Kazusato continues to speak even though she just proclaimed that this would be our final goodbye. Yeah, but I guess like knowing Haruki, that would be impossible for him to just say yeah, goodbye and just leave it. Like, he always took like everything very personally and he wanted to like properly finish things, you know? Like acting, you know, like the member of the society, acting as the boyfriend, thinking what the boyfriend should do, thinking what the journalist should do and stuff like this. Like he's, you know, like acting out the roles in the society from the introductory chapter. It's the same here, like he's trying to how he think that's like let's call him the ex should behave, I guess. So yeah, she still have feelings for me, and I can't just hurt her by just like cutting off the line basically. So I would like to talk to her basically, right? And we know that he also have feelings still for her, but I need to stop talking. Also, my head's starting to hurt. Like, I need to end episode soon. When is going to be the end of the day? Why she answering to me immediately? Yeah, as if she's anticipating me to respond to her. Uh-huh.
外なんだな。
お前がどこにいるかわからないのに。
海洋者。御宿だよ。
It's not like there's anything wrong with this. I'm simply answering her in professional way. I'm only helping her out a little. Oh no. God damn it. She's like screen behind, like screen ahead there. Like there's probably one telephone booth like next to Kaiosha or something. This is introductory chapter once again. She called him from like outside of the building.
多分って。だからそれどういう。
最初はホテルの前だったんだ。でも。
Oh, God damn it.
そこからどこをどう。
それで。
The way I'm speaking so calmly right now proves that.
そんなのタクシー拾えばいいだろう。そんな当たり前のことを聞くためにわざわざ俺に電話してきたのか。
Okay. Now I suppose rather calm. I've been far too cold. I don't think I'll be able to act like this towards someone I don't have an interest in.
本当にな。たった一つ。
As Idiot is mixing strange hints into the conversation. Okay.
おい、それどういう意味だ?
She can call my number, which she knows by heart, but she can't call the other numbers that are saved in her phone memory. And her call is from a telephone booth.
携帯、電池切れたのか?
携帯か。
Yeah, she lost the bag. Yep. Okay. Okay, now I see the circumstances why Kazusa called him. Okay. So there's more in this than... Like, it's simpler, basically, than I thought initially. Like, she had no choice. Like, she got lost. Like, I guess, like, she wasn't in Japan for 5 years. So, I guess she may get lost from time to time.
一緒にどうした?
Something wrong. Something happened to Kazusa.
どうしたんだろう。タクシー降りた時は確かに持ってたの。
I immediately felt a chill down my spine. The terrifying omen causes my knees to tremble.
お前、もしかして携帯落としたのか?
Normally, this wouldn't be a big of a deal.
セットの中にまとめて入れてあったんだ。
Uh-huh.
私、普段そういうの全然持ち歩かないから。
もしかして携帯だけじゃなくて。
そうだよ。私の服や小物なんて全部母さんか会社の人が買ってきたものだ。
I never go out shopping by myself. Jesus.
買い物とか。
No wonder Yoko wants you to like that. Yoko tried to detach herself from you for now, so you can grow.
ちょっと待って、落ち着け。
I'm the one who's not calm.
だってさ、服になんか興味ないもん。何を着ればいいのかなんてわからない。
Oh, they're going to write about you, alright. I'm so sure of this.
いいかカズさん、タクシー拾え。ホテルに戻ればなんとかなるだろ。
なんで私が逃げなくちゃ。私は何も。
And Kazusa seems to have forgotten the reason she called me.
事情を話すのが面倒なら海洋車ビルって言え。俺、今そこの下にいるから。
寒いよ、春樹。
Jesus.
眠れない。だから眠ったら死ぬぞ。
どこにいる？今どこにいるんだよお前。
だから自分でもわからないって言ってるだろ。
しっかりしろカズさ。正常な判断力を取り戻せ。
それは無理だな。
Oh, she's sick, actually.
すっごく熱っぽい。
I was like wondering like why she's like exactly in state like this. But I guess like stress plus lack of sleep and the cold actually catched up to her. Like everything just mixed together.
救急車を呼べ。日本では119だ。
バカかお前は。救急車をタクシー代わりに使うなよ。
Wow.
カズさ。
It's no use. She really has lost the ability to think straight. This is a situation I can run away from anymore. If I don't do something, she's helpless.
近くに何が見える？そこに何がある？
Yeah, she's helpless. I have no choice but to do something. Yep, that's typical Haruki, just meddling in other business. Especially if this is someone he ever feelings for. Oh god.
目を凝らしてよく見ろ。何か特徴的な建物。
Are we going to have like a repeat from the introductory chapter when Kazusa fell ill and he spent basically time at her house just taking care of her? But back then it was 3 of them. Cessna also helped with that. Now it might be a problem.
御宿にいくつあると思ってんだよそれ。
All of the ink landmarks Kazusa could detect in her barely conscious state. She had to pick a world-famous hamburger chain. Okay. And? Oh. Well, he's going to check all the restaurants, isn't he? The use of the 100 yen coin she paid with whenever she found it or if she had it in her pocket had just run its course. A telephone booth and a hamburger restaurant. I tried to narrow her location down with hints so vague they could be straight from the orienteering competition. Yeah, like, so you need a hamburger bar basically from which you can see a telephone booth. Okay. Okay.
見つけた。
I really hope that he's going to actually call Setsuna this time. On time. Do not wait for a week. Like, she wants to trust you. Like, she trusts you, you trust her, and like, you both know that Kazusa is here. Like, Setsuna already knows that you met with her in Strasbourg before. And stuff. Like, call Setsuna and tell her that, hey, you know what? I found Kazusa. And she's sick. Can you help me? Like, ask Setsuna to just, like, help with the situation with Kazusa. I know that he doesn't want to like involve Setsuna in this because he thinks it's going to be like painful for her and everything. But like, that would be healthy, right? Like, you somehow need to like get these two to meet anyway. And you are going to feel guilty once more if you hide this for like next week or whatever, how long you're going to hide the meeting again. She also right in front of the station. Actually thinking about it, with the cool head telephone booths nowadays are so rare that finding one is hard part. The amount of people who have regular use of one are so few that even if someone were to sit in one and never leave, no one would care.
大丈夫か？
don't know there's any point in asking her that. After all, this is stubborn person being okay. After all, had this be a stubborn person been okay, she would never have relied on me, I think.
Oi, Kazusa!
遅い。
God damn it. I was only 5 minutes away from here, but in the end it took me almost 30 minutes to get here. Because I had no idea she would be in such an easy place to find. There are countless taxis right in front of her, and she could get on the train by any time. But more than anything, there's a map right over there. Yeah, okay. Okay, Kazusa, your mastermind plan worked. You lured Haruki.
とにかく立て。ここにいたら風邪ひくぞ。
I can't tell her that in the situation I couldn't say that, even if it wasn't Kazusa.
もう遅い。肺炎。
Oh my god, you're acting like you're dying here.
ならなおさら急げ。
Oh my god, she wants him to like actually take care of her. She's like half of this is probably just an act. I grab her outstretched hand and pull her up.
重い。
くたばれ。
I mean, no wonder she's heavy, Jesus. Because Kazusa is barely exerting any strength, her entire body weight is resting on my arms. After looking what would think, she has blacked out from drinking too much. And could possibly know this is the famous Toma Kazusa.
移動するぞ。
Kazusa shows a vague sign of agreement, even though her entire body and voice are still uneasy. And then she slowly glues herself to my back.
今日はタクシー使うんだよ。だからそこまでくらい歩け。
Yeah. Yeah, she so wants to get involved with Haruki again. And Haruki's trying to deny her. Because he has Setsuna. I like this, but at the same time I don't. Ah! Oh my god, I can't wait. God damn it. I don't even know what to say. She actually put her hands on my shoulders and tries to ride piggyback. Just like that night in Strasbourg.
ほら、しっかりしろ。
After taking almost 10 minutes to get Kazusa to taxi stand 50 meters away, I finally managed to get her inside the car. At this point, I might as well have just given her a piggyback ride.
どちらまで行きます？
ああ、
Once Kazusa makes her seat, she starts breathing heavily and averts her eyes towards the window, as if she's trying to avoid my gaze. Yeah, she's trying to not give you the address. So you piggyback her to like, I don't know, your house or something. Even though the window is already wet from the rain, the brave clouds it white, proving just how high her body temperature is.
南スエツグまでお願いします。
Okay, okay. We're going there, huh? That's why I couldn't ask her. The name of the hotel that is surely right around the corner. Okay. 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 Okay.
よかった。
Okay, so the journalists gave back the bag, I guess. Before, like, after scouring through it all, I would assume. Ashok also said thumb up, but she only nods apathetically.
ええ、そうです。クレジットカードは2種類。
The person telling me that Kazusa belongings are fine is the only employee in the Japanese branch of the Tomayoko office. When I called Hamada-san about the number of their office, he pestered me with the questions about whenever I'm up for the exclusive coverage after all. Okay, yeah, so he still did not agree. Once I called the office, this woman who seems to be about to head home answered.
携帯電話と、あと小銭入れと。
No other component than Tomayoko office would so easily trust a young man like me claiming to be calling in Kazusa's name. I don't think they should worry about security a little more. I think they should. I do think they should worry about security a little more though.
現金はは1430円
Okay.
ええ、もともとそれくらいしか持ってなかったそうです。
Kunse gives a thumbs up to let me know everything is in order. How careless can an alleged adult be?
ああ、はい。ちゃんと本人にも伝えておきます。ホテルに戻っていると思うので。
Okay.
ああ、いや、大丈夫。こちらから連絡しておきます。明日か明後日にでもそちらに伺うと思います。
I'm just waiting for Cessna to come back from work and see Haruki and Kazusa in room. I'm just waiting for this to blow up.
はい。はい。それじゃあ、どうもありがとうございました。
Because Setsuna and Haruki pretty much like were meeting like every week and stuff. Actually, Setsuna didn't call Haruki since they talked last few days ago, right? Right, yeah. That's why Haruki was not in a hurry to get back home, because he knew that Setsuna is not going to waiting for him there. They haven't speak for a few days now. Still, just waiting until like Setsuna is going to make a surprise on Haruki. Hey Haruki, surprise! I just wanted to say I'm sorry and stuff, but hey, what the fuck? What? I'm just waiting for this reaction.
よかったな、春樹。落とし物が見つかって。ところでさ、何か食べるものないか？
At this point, there are so many mistakes in what she's saying, I don't even know where to start correcting her.
そうだ。あれがいいの。
Oh my god.
あれにしてくれ。
The porridge or whatever that he was doing like when she was sick back in the day.
あれってなんだよ。
Oh my god.
年寄りみたいな指示語の。
ほら、あれだよ。
Yeah.
ボンゴレ雑炊。まずいけど。
今なら俺、もう少し手の込んだもの作る。
すぐできるからあれでいい。
いや、そんなに時間変わらないけど。
She just wants to relieve the past. She just wants to relieve the past.
さっきまでは寒くて死にそうだった。
うるさいな。
わかった。わかったよ。じゃあ。
She asked us if I had any food. It's curious how she's so set on the specific dish. Regardless, since I'm not short on ingredients or unsure about my seasoning, I put the pot on the stove and light it up. More importantly, she's doing better than I expected. She's around 37.7, so it's not exactly high, but as of now, Kausa's health comes first. Wait, what am I saying? If I knew it, I've done it again. Yep, her health goes. You once again put Kazusa in the front instead of Setsuna, just like before you said why Kazusa is the center of my happy memories. And now once again. Oh my god. They really want me to Kazusa Road and like ignore the 5 years of like struggle that we had with Setsuna to get back together. They really want me to just ignore Setsuna. And they're doing a pretty good job at this. I so want to do Kazusa Road, but I feel bad about this. If not for like such a so much work that happened with Setsuna, and Setsuna's actually cool. Like Setsuna's actually cool. I didn't like Setsuna in the beginning, but she grew on me. I cannot, like, what is this game? She said, we'll never meet again, go disappear you idiot, it's goodbye forever this time. I swore that I would never get close to Kazusa for Setsuna's sake.
パジャマ出しておいたから。飯作ってる間に着替えとけ。
Oh my god.
洗面所はそっち。
女物だな。
Yeah, because Setsuna is spending here a lot of time.
刹那の
Yep, pretty much.
ま
はって当然だろ。なんで言葉を濁そうと。
あ悪い。
別に分かってるんだ。この部屋が刹那の場所だって分かってるんだ。
脱いだ服はカゴの中に入れといてくれ。朝までに乾かしとく。
余計なお世話だ。
She knows, huh? Well, I see, she knows. She knows that I purposefully gave her Cessna clothes. The true reason behind it is why I was lost for words just now. She knows everything. Okay. Also, that's like good, like show, I guess, for Kazusa that, hey, I have a girlfriend. Don't try anything, okay? Like, here are my girlfriend clothes, I guess, because I don't have any other woman clothes, obviously, in my house. So, deal with this. And this is the only room I have space with, so yeah. But these are, like, signals for Kazusa to just, like, keep space. Okay?
どうだカズさん。
まずいな。やっぱり人にご馳走するような料理じゃない。
I never expected to see Kazusa in pink. That is not working very well, I think. Huh. Sure.
お前が食いたいって言ったんだ。
どれだけまずかったか思い出すためにな。
Jesus, sure. Sure, only for that. Stubborn as always.
言ってろ。
Yeah, as expected, Kazusa had only bad things to say. After all, her reaction is identical to back then. That day, just like today, Kazusa collapsed, and I was in the kitchen of the Toma household.
刹那に教えてもらった料理だ。
そういえば、そうだったな。
前に言ったっけ？
あ、
It was 5 years ago when Cessna taught me how to make this. Kazusa was in an even worse state than she is today. Putting on a whole school festival performance that took place only a few days after, in danger. Cessna taught me the recipe over the phone, and I'm certain I didn't write it down anymore.
気のせいかもな。
そっか。
うん。
ああ、そうかよ。
Kazusa holds the warm bowl firmly in her hands, complaining all the while. This too is a scene I saw 5 years ago. Those two events overlap to an uncomfortable degree, including the fact that it's only her and me here, yeah. And in the past, Cessna also came by to take care of Kazusa. The problem is, currently, Cessna coming back here is not the best idea if she decides for whatever reason to do that. Also, like, this is so goddamn dangerous. Like, Cessna going to ask or something, like why, like, my clothes being used or something? Like, she's going to see, like, they're in different place, or they are in, or they are washing, or they are drying. Like, she's going to, like, see something. And figured out that there was another woman in this house. White Album, what are you doing?
呆れて物も言えない。
うるさいな。物も言えないなら喋るなよ。
Just like 5 years ago, Kazusa beautifully finishes my unimpressive dish without letting anything go to waste. Then she obediently goes along with my order to go to rest. She lies down on the bed and turns her back to me.
記者にポシェットを投げつけたって。それちっとも落としてないだろ。先に言えよ。
Yeah. Right now, she's blocking her ears as I lecture her.
冷静になってみて思い出したんだ。
Wow.
その時は
Yeah.
怒りで頭に。
This is going to be all over the articles, like next day or next week or whatever. However, like, this journalist as doing things. Like when the release of the paper is.
まずそこが問題だ。お前、もう少し人付き合いなんとかならないのか？
Yeah, that became problematic.
私はピアノ弾きだ。人と喋るのは仕事。
It's literally part of your job. That's why Yoko is trying to detach herself from you to teach you that. You did like you're trying to be a professional pianist while treating this as your hobby and don't give a fuck about anything else. You're literally high schooler. You're still high schooler. You did not grow at all.
芸術家って言ったところで芸人
Yeah.
だろ。自分に興味持ってくれる人がいなくちゃ話が
でもあの女記者ひどいんだ。厚かましいんだ。まるで春樹みたいだったんだ。
相手だってさ、頑張ってるのにずっとお前に袖にされ続けて、
Yep.
少し冷静さを欠いていたんじゃないかな。
As the receiver of baseless slander, I strike back at her without losing my temper in the slightest.
でもこっちは今までこんな扱いされたことないんだ。日本に来てまだ1週間しか経ってないのに。
They just politely
もう少
ask
し
you
優しくしてくれたっていいじゃない
some
か。
random questions they want to write about. None of them were like aggressive. You were the one who turned them down and like tried to escape. Like, it's their job to ask questions.
優しくしてくれる。
あいつらにそんな常識が通用するとは思えないね。
Yeah, I
こ
doubt.
の前なんか部屋
You
の
don't even try.
来たんだぞ。ホテルにも迷惑になるってことがわからないのかよ。
Yep, okay, that's expected. Uh-huh.
ちょっと耳は痛いけど、同業者をそんな風に足ざまには言えないよ。俺は。
Yeah, exactly.
どれだけ一生懸命かは分かっ。
ほら、結局お前の考えなんて。
誰にだって身内は大切だろ。自分にとって一番近い社会なんだから。
At that moment alone, I realize I'm getting goosebumps in my own words.
そのセリフ、ちっとも心に響かないぞ。私。
それは5年前の古い情報だろ。
Okay, 5-year-old info.
じゃあちゃんと仲直りしたのか？お前が私にさせたように。
Wait, when did I force you to? My emotionless words were saying through my were seen through by Kazusa. Why would she remember my family circumstances from 5 years ago? Something so minor.
ほら見ろ。
You know why.
人には自分の意見を
You
必要
know
とするく
exactly
せに
why.
自分では何もできてないのが北原春樹ってやつだ。
そんな特殊事例だけを持ち出して勝ったって騒ぐのはみっともない。
春樹の中身のない説教の方がよっぽどみっともない。一般論や道徳論ばかりで自分の経験に根ざしてない。
そんなの当たり前だ。喋る言葉から人生経験がにじみ出てくるほどまだ生き。
今度は開き直りか？
たとえマニュアル通りに生きてても一生懸命マニュアルに従ってればいつかは経験が追いついてくれるって思ってる。
Obeying every rule in the book, I can accumulate experience. Obeying every rule in the book sounds like if he would play D&D, he would be, I think, chaotic lawful. I think. Yeah, just blindly obey the rules. Whatever they may be. By this description.
だからお前は大成しないんだ。周りの常識をなぞってばかりだから周りから突き抜けることができない。
それがなんだ。
その社会の中で上の方には行けるけどトップに上り詰めることはできそうにないな。
別にトップになることだけが幸せってわけじゃないだろ。
Exactly, that's what I said before in this episode. I think in this episode. Probably in this episode. Like, not always going up in ranks is best, depending on what you have to do for that.
例えば？
そういう突き抜けられる人のそばにいて、その人が登っていくのを助け。
お前、そういうの
あくまで一般論だよ。
Yep. That's something I should have said to a genius who did manage to break past. And she managed to break past. I don't know.
なあ、カズさん、お前こそ
Oh yeah, 100%. I am yeah, yeah, 100%. Anyway, I think like this is a good place to end. I think I will record some more before like actually editing this episode and uploading, because maybe I will add something else. I don't know how long this discussion with with Kazusa is going to be, but I think like we're going to leave the private conversation basically and Haruki caring for Kazusa for the next episode. There might be a lot of emotional things, and we already have this episode long and emotional enough. If Haruki is going to do anything, I swear I'll just declare him as like the worst MC ever. Okay, anyway, I don't think he's going to like do anything, but still, goddammit. Kazusa, huh? You changed less in 5 years, yeah.
うるさいな。何時間説教続ければ気が済むんだ。
I haven't lectured you for 5 years. Give me credit. At that question, I look up at the clock to see that an hour has actually passed.
少しくらい素直になれよ。
そんなことできるか。
なんでだよ。意味もない意地ばっかり張りやがって。
そんなことしたらとんでもないことになるからだよ。
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because she would open up and she would try to steal Haruki from Setsuna, basically. I mean, if you think like in real life also stuff like this happens. Like, even like, if you have a pair, then like someone else can just like basically hit on the other person and try to steal them, per se. Like, these things happens. But usually it's someone random. Actually, maybe someone like from childhood friend or something as well. Who knows? Anyway.
お前、本当はいいやつなんだからさ。そんないつも虚勢を張ってないでさ。
もううるさい。そろそろ静かにしてくれ。
勝手に寝ろ。俺は勝手に喋ってる。
Damn.
うざ。
じゃ、おやすみ。
Okay. Thank God.
お前、今のままじゃさ、陽子さんの助けがなくなったらどうすんだよ。昔がどうだったかは知らないけど、少なくとも今のお前、彼女にべったりだろ。ものすごい過保護に育てられてるだろ。
Yeah, she is clinging to her right now.
そりゃさ、お前のピアノの才能は、そうやって手厚く保護したくなる魅力に溢れてるんだと思う。けどさ、それに甘えて、これからもずっと面倒なことは母親任せで、自分はピアノだけ弾いてるってのはどうなんだ。お前が昔捨てられたって誤解してたから、陽子さんだって責任感じて、この5年間お前に罪滅ぼしみたいなことしてくれてた。
I guess. Yeah, Haruki is actually pretty on spot on this, if you think about that. Yeah, she is like... Huh.
けどさ、そろそろお前の方が恩返しする番じゃないか。独り立ちして喜ばれるなんてすごく手軽な割に効果的な親孝行じゃないか。ほんと羨ましいよ。俺は。
Jealous. I don't know, Kazusa's asleep. Okay, so I'm really jealous. I guess about Kazusa parents, right? Like Yoko trying to make good out of like abandoning Kazusa, and Haruki parents never did that for him, and he never basically had to like pay them back as the thank you. Never had to do this because he couldn't like feel like it, because he was like basically abandoned like all the time. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, they know Kazusa's asleep. But I'm able to keep the words from spilling out of my mouth. I continue my annoying lecture towards sleeping Kazusa. If I keep this up, Kazusa would have gotten sick of me, given me a bitter laugh, and exclaimed that everything has become ridiculous. She would go back to being the Toma Kazusa 5 years ago, a mere classmate, and a girl I had a one-sided crush on. That was not one-sided crush on. Did you like? What do you mean? You know exactly that was not one-sided. Of course, that's wish far too extravagant and far too cruel. I guess like he means like in the beginning of the IC when he thought it's one-sided. Also, that was very short. I'm going to include this in the previous episode. Okay, so... Okay, 1 second. What's happening? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Oh god, fuck. Damn it. Jesus. I thought it said Setsuna. Holy shit. Okay, I'm going to leave it like with the previous episode. I'm going to continue recording from this. Yeah, I recorded the short part next day because I was not sure how long this is going to be. Okay, thank god, okay. Jesus, okay, I'm going to include this in the previous episode. I probably left the talk from the previous episode, so I'm not going to talk. And yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you next one. Click the like button once again. Subscribe, be a member, stuff. And yeah, thank you for being with me and see you in the next one. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.